You ever hear somebody say, just fire a warning shot to scare them off? That's a good way to go to jail, partner. All right, let's talk about why. Because this myth refuses to die. And it sounds reasonable on the surface. You don't want to hurt anybody, right? You just want to scare them. Feels like a compromise. But in reality, it's legally reckless and tactically flawed.
Everybody ready? Let's do it.
So listen, this idea didn't come from serious training. It came from movies, TV, dramatic showdowns. The hero fires into the air, pow! The bad guy runs. Everybody claps, yay! Real life does not work like that. In pop culture, warning shots look controlled, they look clean, they contained. In reality, once a round leaves your barrel, you own it. Fully, forever, 100%. All right, so listen, cause here's the part people don't like hearing. Firing a gun at all is considered the use of deadly force in most jurisdictions. It don't matter if you were just trying to scare somebody. It don't matter if you fired into the dirt. It don't matter if you aimed at the sky. If deadly force was not legally justified, then pulling the trigger was not justified. Period. Point blank. End the discussion. There's no legal category called half deadly force. You either had a reasonable fear of imminent death or serious bodily harm, or you didn't. If you didn't, that warning shot just became reckless discharge or aggravated assault, or worse. Intent does not override statute, all right? Know your laws. And we talking about laws, let's talk about physics. Where does that bullet go? If you fire to the air, what goes up must come down. If you fire to the ground, it can ricochet. If you fire on the pavement, you introduce unpredictable deflection. You're responsible for every single round you send. Not emotionally responsible, legally responsible. If that bullet hits a car, hits a house, or a person you never saw, you don't get to say, I was just warning her. That round doesn't care about your intentions, and the law doesn't either. All right, so let's talk about the tactical side, all right? If you justified and usually deadly force, you're facing an immediate lethal threat. In that moment, you don't have spare rounds for theater. You're stopping a threat, not negotiating with noise. And here's something else people ignore. A warning shot can signal hesitation. To the wrong person, that's not scary, it's an opportunity. You may escalate a situation instead of ending it. Deadly force is not a communication tool, it's a last resort. If you're playing with somebody that knows anything, you fire that warning shot, they're gonna fire an ending shot. Don't let them do that. So listen, if deadly force is not justified, don't fire. Use distance, use barriers, use verbal command, be clear, be loud, be direct. Stop, stay back, drop it. Your voice is powerful. Your awareness is powerful. Your positioning is powerful. If deadly force becomes justified, then your goal is not to warn, it's to stop the threat. Keep saying it over and over, over and over, over and over. You must be able to articulate exactly why you believe that level of force was necessary. That articulation matters just as much as your marksmanship. Your marksmanship ain't no good if you just fire into the air. All right, listen, there are real cases of people firing warning shots and ending up charged. Not because they meant harm, but because the law does not operate on movie logic. Even if no one is hit, you can face arrest, you can get charged, massive legal fees, loss of your firearm rights, who wants that? You can lose your job, your reputation, and all because you tried to split the difference between justified and unjustified force. There's no middle ground. Either shoot to stop the threat or you move on. So let's talk. Warning shots feel like restraint, but legally and tactically, they're a gamble. If deadly force isn't justified, you do not pull the trigger. If it is justified, your responsibility is to stop the threat, not perform, not intimidate, not send a message. Your obligation is to protect life, yours and anybody you're responsible for. So you train with that mindset, you think with that mindset, because the most dangerous mistakes aren't made in anger, they're made in misunderstanding, all right? So listen, stay disciplined, stay informed, and stay sharp. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.